So here I am on 11th Avenue, standing outside the existing building and looking over my shoulder towards the new building. This is a place where you're going to be working for many years, I hope, and where we're going to see lots of new business coming to New York. We're going to give you a tour today, take you around what we've done so far, with the expectation that in March of 2021, we'll actually be in there. So let's go down and we'll take a look at the atrium. So I'm standing right outside the atrium of the new building. To my right, what you see is the existing building, and right behind me you can see the connection between the two buildings. This is level 2, which means you'll be able to connect to the existing building on this level through this space, but it also leads you up to level 3, the new exhibit hall, levels 4 and levels 5, the new meeting room spaces. This will be a very large and open space, somewhat similar to the Crystal Palace, but it'll also be used as a pre-function space, depending on what events we have in the building. We can use it separately, or we can use it in conjunction with the existing building, depending on what needs there are for the event producers who are here. So now we're going to go on to another part of the building. Follow me. So this is the south-facing wall of our 5th floor pre-function space. Again, behind me you'll see the existing roof and the existing building. To the left, that's the Hudson River in New Jersey. And you can see how bright this space is going to be. We're here in what's going to be a glass enclosed space. So this whole area will be lit up by natural light for most of the day. It's going to be great space. Another great glass surrounded space, which on a bright day in particular will be beautiful to be in. So we've come all the way to the west end of level 5, and we're looking west here at the vent tower. You'll be familiar with where that is. And then below me, the new transformer building that will ensure that we have the ability to be off-grid for as long as 6 days, if necessary. The views here are spectacular. When the sun goes down, it'll be glorious. And we will have meeting rooms with full blinds at this end of the building, so that if you want the view, you can have it, and if you don't have to have it. So just before we leave level 5, let's take a walk over here and look at where the new kitchens will be. There are new kitchens on both level 4 and level 5. There's a lot of work to be done here yet, so there's not a lot to see, but this will be where we have our special catering areas. So we've now come down to the level 4 pre-function space, and behind me you can get an idea of the scale of what we've got to work with here. You'll also see the escalator that goes up to level 5 from here. So there's a connection between both floors at this end and also at the east end of the building. Towards the west here, what we'll find is this is a corridor that takes us out to the farm, to the pavilion, to the outdoor space. And on the left and on the right are meeting rooms. So this is taking us right into the pavilion, which is the enclosed space on level 4. This will be big enough for 1,500 people for events of any kind, whether it be meetings or dinners, galas, or just parties. And here, over on the left, is our outdoor space. This is where we'll have our orchard and our open space so that if anyone wants to have a party outside, they can have 1,500 people outside too. And then behind me, all the way down, where that crane is now, that's where the farm will be. A 1-acre farm where we're going to be growing between 20,000 to 30,000 pounds of vegetables that will go from there straight into the kitchens that are over there on the right-hand side. Kitchens on level 4 and level 5. We have twice as many kitchens as we do already, which is remarkable in itself. It's beautiful out here, isn't it? So this is a project that is now ongoing on our existing roof. It's our new solar panels. The first one has been installed over our air conditioning unit. There will be, when we're finished with this project, about 100 of them, and they will generate much of the electricity that we will need to run the new building. Level 3U. This is one of 2 mezzanines, 3U and 3M, which will be used entirely for servicing the rest of the building. They're accessible by elevator, and it'll be used for storing things like chairs and tables and all of those other things that we need to service the building. You look around the space that we have here, this is more space for this one floor than we have in the entire building now for storage. Rather remarkable. So this is the upper level of our marshalling facility. So this is where empties will be stored. This is where vehicles will be able to access the space to make sure that we don't have to truck all of those empty crates out of the building and across the river. We're leaving level 3M now, the upper level of our marshalling storage building, and we're heading down the ramp. These are the way the trucks will access the building through these spaces. This is the new level 3 loading docks. Over here, 27 new loading docks, including a drive-on ramp here, and enough space to turn around as many trucks as you need. This is exhibit hall 3, which is to the north side of level 3, hall 3A. That wall you see there is the existing wall of the existing building, which will be demolished, allowing us to connect seamlessly to our existing building. 500,000 square feet of exhibit space, all on one level, stretching all the way from 39th Street to 34th Street. So if you're entering the building with freight, this is where your journey begins. Behind me is a security checkpoint. To my right is where we'll have the security bollards. And then to my left is where we'll have the first of our new weigh stations. From here you'll be checked in, you'll head into the marshalling building, and you'll be held there until the loading dock is open and available for you. We have a whole new procedure that we'll be putting in place and talking to you more about in the next few months. Let's take a walk inside so you get an idea of how big this thing is. And if you look over my shoulder, you'll see just how big this is. This is the central runway. There are 2 other runways on either side of these columns. There are 3 semis in this central roadway, and there's still enough space for another one to come by. So now I'm on level 2, the first level of the marshalling building, and I'm looking down on level 1. Our existing level 1, but with a face that you've never seen before. The 6 new loading docks that will access the building from the north side. Plus a ramp that's wide enough for us to take POVs, to take semis, to take any size of vehicle. This is all additional space, additional operational space that will really help the efficiency of the way in which we move in and move out of this building. This is our new 40th Street exit from the new building. This will allow trucks to exit via 40th Street straight to the Lincoln Tunnel, and you'll no longer have to circle from 34th Street to get to the tunnel, avoiding the West Side Highway, which I think will be good for you and for everyone else who drives up that particular stretch of road. So we've now left the new building and we've come to the level 3 ramp into the existing building. I hope what you've seen shows how much effort we've made to have this building be viable for a long time into the future. We've added new meeting rooms, we've added new outdoor space which will appeal to our clients. We've added new functional space for our contractors and for our truckers. We've made this place more desirable for everyone, including, I hope, you. So we look forward to working with you over the next 12 months as we get ready for the opening. Our first show should be in this building, the new building, in May of 2021. I look forward to seeing you on the floor.